Hello everyone. As you can see, today I am working on creating a journal using Microsoft Word. So I am using I'm using Word 2007. If you have a newer version, I'm sure it'll be very close to what I'm going to teach you today. So the first thing I want you to do is to go up here and go to Word Options, go to Advanced. Like this is only if you want it in inches. If you want it in centimeters, then you would change. It's down here in the display. Here's my cursor. It's in the display. Mine is showing inches, which is great. So I'm happy with that. And I say okay to that. Now, the next thing we need to do is to go to Page Layout, Orientation. We want to go to Landscape because we want it to print wide. This is the hardest part of the whole test. It's trying to get both of these at the same time, and it's very finicky. And you have to, yeah, almost had it. Okay, I'm going to keep trying. There we go. If you get the double arrow like that, you can take this and move it right to the edge. That's what you need to do. And then on the right, you're moving that to the edge. Right here, where my cursor is, you're going to take that and move that to the very top because we don't want to have any borders at all. Now, because it's showing 11 inches, you know then that 5.5 inches is half of 11. So 5.5 inches is where our images have to be. And they don't have guides like other softwares do. So I can't just plunk a guide in there. So I am going to insert at this point a picture. And it's from my PC, but it's on the word class I'm doing, my scanned images, and I want to see them big. So when you scan your images, I've scanned mine really big. These are I don't remember. I think they're 600, so twice the size of normal of printing. Your printing images should be always no less than 300 dpi. These are 600. So if I take this image, for instance, and say insert, it's going to be big, and it takes a long time. I'm going to show you how to do two. And after that, I would delete. See, it takes a long time for this to catch up. Also, I'm running other software, so it's going to keep doing this to me. I need this to be, come on, at 5.5. And it freezes on me. And this, I'm going to let it catch up to me. Come on. I want it to be right there. And I'm waiting for it. And it doesn't want to do that. So what I want to do, you see down here it says Somerset Life, because some of these images are not all from the same magazine. I'm going to see this up here, right where my cursor is. I'm going to crop this image. So I'm going to take it at the bottom here and I'm going to get rid of that. I'm waiting for it. There we go. And on the left, my page is, as you see, pretty jagged. So I'm going to wait for it. Wow, it is really slow. Sorry, you guys. It's just the nature of this. I'm going to home again, just so that I can click on my image. It's taking a while to get out of crop. Okay, so I'm clicking on the image. Now I'm going to see the double arrow. I'm going to take this and pull it down to there and wait for it to happen. Okay, and we're supposed to be at 5.5, so I'm going to take this and kind of get it there. Microsoft Word is not the easiest software to use for this at all. If you have Microsoft Publisher, let me know. Oh my goodness, we could do this so easy. But this is not an easy job going into Microsoft Word. I'm going to see if I can move this at all. It's almost there, but I want this. No, it's not going to move that, I don't think. Okay, I'm just going to wait for this. We're pretty close. So at this point, I am going to go to the top and put my cursor right here and go insert, another picture, and it's going to come to the same place. And you just have to decide what you want on the next page. And I'm not sure. Anything will do, I guess, for the tutorial. I think we'll use that one. And it'll probably bump down to your page below because it's too big. See? It has. And it is slow. It's slow, it's slow, it's slow, it's slow, it's slow. So at this point, what I want to do is make this, wait for it. I'm going to leave it there. And it probably still won't move off this page until I do a bit. See, it didn't even go there. So I'm going to crop this as soon as it quits doing the whirly bird here. It's got pretty jagged marks here. And I was still waiting for it. It looks better. We're still going to crop it in the length because I see writing right down here. So I'm waiting for it. I should have really reformatted these images to 300 dpi. It might not have been as bad. I want to click on that. I want to make this a little bit smaller so that it's going to fit onto the page above this one, if that makes sense. Wow. Okay, it bumped up. So you know when you have it at the right width, that's usually what it'll do. However, because we cropped it, it's going to be short. So I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. I just lift it up to where I want it. And this needs to be brought over to the edge. Now I'm hoping that this is not going to make it go down. To the next page. Because it can. I'm waiting for it. No, it didn't. It's good. Now it looks to me in the image, it looks to me like there's a white space here, but I've clicked back onto this image, and if there is a bit of white space there, I guess you can just touch that up. I don't think that that's going to show when you print this. I don't know if I can do a file print preview. Yes, I can. Let's print preview this. Okay. Do you see why it's doing this? It's because borders. My printer, unless I instruct it, will print this white border around everything. And as you see, there's white right here. I have tried on previous occasions, since I talked about doing this tutorial, 1,000 times, and I cannot get rid of this white. If you know Microsoft Word better than I, then I'm saying go for it. But for right now, I X out of the preview. I'm actually going to, you can save this file, save as, and I want to save it to my stick drive, Word class I'm doing, and this is page 1, okay? I've saved it. However, I want to show you something else. We're going to get out of Microsoft Word. I am going to go into Microsoft. I have Microsoft Office 2007. And if you have Publisher, how wonderful. I am going into Publisher now, and I'm picking the best that suits me for now. I have to try and remember this now. Page setup. This is where you can change to... No, I did it wrong first. First thing you do is go to Tools, Options, and change it from centimeters to inches, and say OK. Then we can go to Edit, Where did I get that from before? Page setup. Page setup, that was in file. Page setup, here we're going to do the width at 11 inches and the height at 8.25. And the margin guides, I want them to be at 0.25. Actually, I'm going to do them at 0.00, 0. If I can type, 0.00. Okay, and I'm going to say okay to that. So now we have a page that's landscape. It's 11 inches wide, and as you can see down this column, we are at 8.5. But what's beautiful about this program, let's just insert a page. We'll insert a blank page. So now down here you see you've got 2, because publisher will save your whole document. You just keep adding. But at this point, what I want to show you, I've gone back to page 1. We're going to take this guide and bring it to 5.5. That is where one picture will be on the left, another picture will be on the right. And I'm going to insert, I hit insert picture from file, and I'm going to this PC, to my stick, word class, my scanned images, and we're going to pick that one again. So there we go. Now that little thing pops up, and don't get rid of it, because you want to crop this. You want to get rid of these jagged edges on this side. And this works very quickly in comparison to Microsoft Word. And I want to get rid of Somerset Life out of my picture. So I'm going to click over here. That gets me out of the cropping. And I'm going to draw this down. And I know they say you shouldn't do that, but for these images, they are big. It's not going to really distort, and actually, if you really want to, what we can do is we can go to crop again. I'm going to take a little bit off this side. I'll click over here, and then I'm going to make it wider that way. So that kind of evens it out. And as you see, if I move this, our line is there. We will just move that, and it automatically wants to go there. That's what's so wonderful. So I'm going to click back over here now into the white space, and I'm going to insert picture. Sorry. From file, and it'll come back to the same file that you were using. And maybe we want that one. There it is. And that little picture thing comes up, which is a good thing because we need to crop this again. It has jagged edges on this side. I'd like to get rid of them. And it also has words down at the bottom that I'd like to crop out. So for now, I'm just going to click out. You can click anywhere, just out of the picture. And now we can do what we need to do. We need to bring this in. And we need to make this bigger. So I have never tried this in this software, but I am going to now. I don't know. I don't think this software can do that either. Like, I would like to take just this much, like this milled and lathered. I'd like to have taken that and copied it. But it doesn't do that, so we won't even go there. So for now, I'm going to delete the second page. We have one page here. I'm going to save it. You can save it as a JPEG, okay? And I want to save it to the same stick that I've been using. And this is, I'm just going to say it's page 1. And it'll save it as a JPEG. And I'm going to check that now. We're going to go to the Word class. I'm going to go extra large icons. And it's taking my, there it is. And there's no line in the down the middle. Now, we are limited to software. This is the best I can do, unless you want to learn a new software. I found a free one, and it seems pretty good. But you let me know in the description below, or in the comments below, and we can do that as well. But I'll tell you, Microsoft Word is a tough one. Really, it's tough to do. But it's not undoable. So I'm going to sign off now and leave you with the Microsoft Publisher page. And thanks for watching. Bye now.